Dude, I love Noni. Okay, Noni is based. I love Noni's response here. Wait, I never saw this before. Let me read what Noni said. This guy, see, Noni understands. Noni actually is one of the most old school Brood War players. This guy gets it. Let me read what Noni said here. Let me read what he said. So Noni replied in the thread, I respect the decision. The admins can run the kind of event they want to run. But I propose a tournament where 50% of the prize pool is awarded as bonuses based on the best in-game trash talk. Can we get a... Dude, can we get a round of applause for fucking Noni? One of the only people that understands... One of the only people probably in the old school StarCraft scene that gets it. Can we... Guys, can we get a round of applause? That is the... This is one of the few people that gets it. And let me explain to you why Noni... Dude, this guy... he gets it. I can tell this is a college-educated, smart fella that understands longevity rather than short-sighted decisions. He gets it. Let me tell you why this is the correct take. He said I respect the decision, and then he sarcastic. I mean, he's kind of being facetious a little bit, but also he's being truthful. I propose a tournament where 50% of the prize pool is awarded as bonuses based on trash talk. Let me elaborate. Let me elaborate and give you my own take, my own twist on this, because that's the correct take from Noni. Let's put this into perspective. StarCraft is fucking dead! It's dead! No one fucking cares! TSL, ESL, who the fuck cares? It's a dead game. No one fucking cares about your stupid ass little bitch ass dead game. No one watches it. Fucking take the L, Twitter ratio, whatever the fuck the new kids nowadays are saying. No one gives a shit. StarCraft is fucking dead. No one cares. No one watches. No one cares. No one watches. Dead game. Shut the fuck up. You guys think, like, the only reason I even read anything about this stupid... I didn't even know TSL was going on. Besides this little bit of BM from Special telling somebody to get out of the game, basically. No one cares. Your game is dead. Shut the fuck up, you little esport gatekeepers. Like, incorrect. We're punishing him for his behavior being a little bit toxic. Shut the hell up. No one watches your bullshit. No one watches StarCraft tournaments anymore. Even I don't watch StarCraft tournaments. And I'm one of the most hardcore StarCraft players. No one watches this shit anymore. It's boring. No one cares. People would rather watch a snooze-fest League of Legends game than a StarCraft game. Why are they... No one gives a fuck... Like, no one gives a fuck about your fake-ass virtue signaling, StarCraft community. You're all little bitches. Shout-outs to the StarCraft 2 community. You're all bitches. You banned me from tournaments because of what? Because I think another streamer got upset that I told him to stop hitting on my girlfriend. So they banned me from ESL Cups for that. By the way, you know, I'm banned from Twitch because of just bullshit false accusations that I hope to God someday, you know, someday that changes with people believing all that bullshit about me, and maybe Atira will tell the truth someday about it, and that'll all be cleared up. But, like, the truth about the StarCraft 2 scene is, this is just virtue signaling. They're pretending that they have virtuous values, when the truth is, a lot of the StarCraft scene are degenerate motherfuckers. They're just horrible people behind the scenes. But on the surface, they want to appear like they're virtuous. Like, he BM'd in a tournament game. We cannot accept that behavior. Meanwhile, I got a temporary ban from ESL Cups because I told a guy in the in-game chat, stop hitting on my girlfriend or whatever. Like, that's what I said to Mr. Cuckernot Jason Boy. And then he reported, he's like, ESL admins! aVilo is being mean to me! aVilo is being mean to me! He's being a man! He's being mean to me! And then they banned me from ESL Cups for that or something. Like, StarCraft scene needs to grow up. They'll probably never grow up, and that's why that game is dead. So hopefully Stormgate will be a better scene or some shit. Like, hopefully these guys grow up by then. No one cares about your fake-ass virtue signaling, whatever nonsense this is. Like, some guy said, get out of the game! In, like, a fucking tournament. Your shit's boring. StarCraft shit is honestly boring. It's boring as fuck. Like, these people pretend like they're so virtuous and non-toxic when the StarCraft scene is literally one of the most toxic, bullshit, just horrible scenes outside of the game. Like, the game is probably fine, despite, you know, shitty balance, but who cares? Like, no one. Anyways, Noni made a reply there saying about how they should award for BMing. He's obviously halfway joking, but the truth of the matter is, Noni is right, and people like myself are right. There's absolutely no longevity. You can't have a tournament if no one watches the tournament or no one is interested in the goddamn tournament, right? You can't, like, if no one watches the game and no one plays the game, you're a king of nothing. You're a king of nothing. If you're a tournament winner of something that has 10 people playing it and 10 people watching it, you're a king of nothing. You're a god of no one. You're a, like, there has to be people playing and watching and interested in your esport for there to be respect and for there to be prestige for winning it. If it's only 10 people left playing the game and no one plays the game and no one ladders competitively on the game, like, then the game is dead. You need attraction to the... there has to be some sort of attraction to the esport or to the sport. There has to be some sort of hype or excitement to watch it and play it and to want people to get interest. And if you're going to be dumb and be like, this guy, like, is being so BM, we've penalized him. No one cares. No one cares. No one watches your supposed esport that has 10 people playing it anymore. Like, no one cares. You have to get interest. You have to drive interest. You have to be smart about it. As a tournament organizer, you gotta be smart. You gotta be smart. You gotta think smart, be smart. You have to be intelligent about. You have to know how to promote your tournaments. Like, use that as promotion. Special be. Oh, dude, did you see special, like, trash talk at the end of that game? Like, that he played in the TSL Cup or whatever? Like, that's interest, that's generation, that's views, that's ad revenue, that's people watching, that's people interested, that's another player that might be like, hey, I want to play this game. What game is that they're playing? Where that guy, like, he was, like, funny or, like, he was really good? Has to be interest. If there's no one playing it, no one watching it, no one cares. You end up being the king of nothing. These Serals, these whatever, Rainers, who gives a fuck? They're playing a dead-ass esport, dead-ass game with a dead-ass community, with a community that is horrific outside of the game, and known for being bad to its content creators and all this other stuff. That's why I know for, like, you guys that watch me, like, you know, my path to success will be whatever new game comes out, whether it's Stormgate or just making good content, funny content for Brood War as I ladder, being entertaining, speaking the truth, like, just being authentic, being, you know, being a normal person, but, like, having some hype. I know what I'm talking about. I know what I'm talking about, guys. You can trash talk and banter in a game without it being toxic. And without there needing to be a committee to decide, like, wow, this guy said a bad word in the game, like, oh my god, it's so bad for our sport. Shut the hell up. Like, jeez. Anyway, sorry to rant about it. SCB, good to go, sir. It's disgusting. These people don't understand. They're shooting themselves in the foot. They don't understand that they have killed those people, killed StarCraft themselves. They have destroyed the game, the community, themselves. They've done it to themselves. That's why StarCraft fell off, and it's just where it is. People like myself were trying to rally up people in the community for years to get the company that made the game to patch the game. All players like myself received for trying to be vocal about that was just unadulterated hatred, people stalking and harassing me, just people being annoying and, like, degenerate from the StarCraft community, like, and then, you know, it's just, yeah. Easy rants. I could rant about how dumb the StarCraft 2 community and how pathetic some of these people are, like, it's so obvious, like, they don't understand. Like, these guys wanted to make a career, some of these streamers, out of streaming StarCraft, and they don't understand, like, you can't kill your own community. Like, if you want it to flourish, you need people like me. You need people that are outspoken, have personalities in the community, and are, like, are fucking, you know, helping the sport. Or the esport, or whatever you want to call it. Like, you can't get rid of me and other people just because you dislike our personalities. That's not right. And that also is very short-sighted too. They like StarCraft people have managed to kill all interest for the game all on their own. Like fucking pathetic motherfuckers. Pathetic little man-children babies.
Additional supply depots required.
Go, go, go. Let's move. All right. Outstanding. Yes, sir?
It's disgusting.
Something on your mind? Yeah, I'm doing.
It's not a bad thing. That's honestly, people forget. That's why StarCraft had such a high following and interest in the first place. There are people like Idra, people like myself, people like, dude, there's a lot of players that generated interest of their own, like because people wanted to watch them play the game. And if you have interesting players playing the game that are also good at the game, then that is a good way to generate interest for the game itself, and for like it just builds upon itself. Then the community gets more interest. You guys, dude, tell me I'm wrong or tell me I'm right here, guys. When I was streaming, and I would play another streamer that's playing StarCraft 2, and that other streamer had no viewers, but I was streaming StarCraft 2 and I had 100, 200, up to 1,000 viewers. There were times where I was getting like 1,500 on Twitch. Tell me, wasn't it always good? Was it not always good that when I played them, people would then go watch their stream too, and people would check out another, like if I got in a game with another streamer, for all the shit that I got, I was still providing value, good value to the StarCraft community, because people enjoy watching me, listening to me rant or rage or whatever, or talk about the game or commenting my games and laddering. And whenever I would get matched against another streamer in the StarCraft 2 community, maybe somebody that they didn't even hear, nobody even heard about before, but is streaming to like 2 viewers, was that not always like a beneficial thing? That was always a beneficial thing. Other streamers would get viewers. Now what happens? What happens if you take somebody like me, an essential piece out of the ecosystem? What happens if you... Dude, what happens if you remove the king from the board in chess? Like, what do you think happened? You lose the game. So, like, the StarCraft 2 community lost the game. They self-sabotage the entire game. I'm not trying to be egotistical here or saying, like, I'm the king or whatever. But I'm making an analogy that, like, I attracted people to watch and play the game. And if I got in games with other streamers, that attracted other people to their streams, too. And to watch and play the game. And to be interested in the game and the scene. Like, besides whatever being good at the game or being grandmaster or qualifying for tournaments or whatever, I'm talking about like just interest and just like the mutual benefit of playing another streamer, getting in a game. They get in a game with me, I get in a game with them. Then people end up watching both people, and then that leads to more views. That leads to more ad revenue. That leads to more. That leads to those streamers being able to support themselves even easier. And then those streamers can support themselves even easier means then other streamers can end up coming up because they play against aVilo or play against whoever on, that's streaming StarCraft at the time. New streamers get discovered, new content creators get discovered, new good players get discovered. It's a snowball effect. It's a fucking snowball effect. It snowballs like from one person to the other. All of that possibility and potentiality, all of those possibilities, all because aVilo is streaming StarCraft 2 or StarCraft. aVilo is streaming the game, like, and he played against somebody just from playing a ladder game against somebody on the ladder. That's like a lot of interest generated, a lot of stuff. But you remove somebody like me and from the StarCraft 2 scene, you try and ban me from tournaments. You try and you try and abuse women like Atera. You try and abuse Atera. Hey, like, go lie about aVilo. Go tell everybody he harassed you. Let's get him out of the scene. You do these things. Oh, now she doesn't stream anymore too because of all the fucking guilt over what happened with me and her. I'm hanging on streaming, trying to entertain you guys, trying to make good stream content and just, still be successful, at a snail's pace. But hey, we're still here. We're still going. you know, everything we'll have our, you know, don't worry, guys. You guys that are here right now, Schlafer, Zenki, Axe, Pash, don't worry. You know, as they say, the phoenix rises again. The sun will rise again upon us, and that's, you know, maybe a year from now, maybe 2 years, whatever. We'll have thousands of viewers in Stormgate. We'll be making content. The community will get bigger again for my community, and anyone else that is, like, you know, anyone else in my little sphere, whatever. We'll just keep growing. But it's just a shame that the StarCraft 2 community is just a bunch of, like, degenerate little fucking man-children that don't know any better. And they didn't know what they had. They didn't know what they had in terms of the community. They did all these horrible things towards me and other people, and they just don't understand it's to their own detriment. They don't understand, like, it's just short-sighted, man. It's really, really short-sighted. Don't worry, Axe Bash, we will get big. Whether it's for FF14, whether it's for Brood War, whether maybe I start playing StarCraft 2 again, just like fucking flame everybody every fucking time I stream. That's not gonna happen because I've told people why I'm not playing the game. I think I have literally like a YouTube post explaining why I'm not playing the game. The game the game and everything around the game is just kind of disgusting. But yeah, it'll take time. I mean, why do you guys think there's so many of these fuckers that were making YouTube videos or, like, stream bullshit, like, you know, game versus aVilo? It's like, okay, you are hypocritical motherfuckers. Let me get this straight, guys. These guys hated me so much, but they're willing to make money off of using my name in a game or a YouTube video or whatever. You can't have it both ways. You can't pretend to be a virtuous fucking person or content creator and then have no fucking morals that... Like, you can't have it both ways. You can't say aVilo is a bad person and did these bad things, but then you're willing to make a video saying, versus aVilo! And then collect revenue on that. You can't have it both ways, right? I mean, you can if you're a disingenuous motherfucker. Like I've been saying, a lot of these StarCraft 2 people are. You can have, like... You can be completely a disingenuous person and have it both ways. You can pretend like aVilo did something he didn't do, and that he's a bad man for playing a video game and doing his own thing. But it's like, then you, at the same time, these fuckers will make a video like, versus aVilo on the ladder. Watch my video, guys, I'm playing against aVilo. It's like, wait a minute, didn't you just tell everybody that you hate aVilo and aVilo is a horrible person? But you're willing to make literally a YouTube video, like, versus aVilo on the ladder. Like, let's get this, like, does no one see, you know, I know you guys that watch me and people that are smart, like, that is the most hypocritical thing in the world, like, like, that's how I think about it. Like, whenever I saw that shit, and whenever somebody would show me, like aVilo, they made another video, like, about you, or, like, that they're versing you on the ladder, it's like, oh, well, yeah, of course, because these people are hypocrites. Like, it's just, I can step outside myself and be like, and see the absurdity of it, step outside the situation, and be like, this just kind of looks a little absurd, like, I mean, it's just, dude, it's just absurd. I mean, you see this shit in other businesses or in other, like, spaces or in other things. Like, no, I'm not talking about that guy. That guy is just straight up a stalker of mine or whatever. Like, that guy has his own issues. Hopefully he gets them fixed and will realize he has problems. But I'm talking about, like, other known content creators in the StarCraft 2 scene where they would have no issue. They would try and, like somebody in my chat said, they would try and ban my name from their chat, but then at the same time they'll make a YouTube video versus aVilo, StarCraft 2 game versus aVilo. But then at the same time they would be telling their viewers, like, aVilo did this really horrible thing to a girl or whatever, blah blah blah, like, he's a really bad person, he did, like, obviously without them even knowing themselves the truth of the matter, but they'd be willing, like, aVilo is such a bad person, horrible person. Here, check out my YouTube video versus aVilo! Okay. Okay, pal. Those people are the reason why the StarCraft 2 scene is dog shit. You'd be like, what? You're like, what?
Not enough rooms.
aVilo's a really, really fucking horrible person, human being. Check out my video versus aVilo.
Orders, Captain. Report for duty.
Okie dokie.
Report for duty. SCV good to go, sir. Yes, sir.
Like, even subconsciously, those people must realize that, you know, first of all, that of course, I'm not a bad person. I'm a normal person. Just streaming video games. I'm not an evil or bad person for dating another Twitch streamer. Of course not. Like, subconsciously, they have to realize, like, the stuff that about me in that community is not true. Otherwise, why are you monetizing videos about me? Like, doesn't make any sense. Exactly, Axbash, exactly. Oh no, dude. Look, I would never want to get like that in the first place. It's all about... Everybody has a different... Everybody has a different body type. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's actually not good for... Like, for me, I would never get, like, fucking gigantic like that, because that's not just my... That's not my body type. Like, I could get really, really fit and, you know, whatever, but... Yeah, there's, I mean, there's people that overdo it, but yeah. You know, everybody has their own body type. Dude, do I have a mod on to ban this fucker? No! She did not meet anybody. Go post the picture. It doesn't exist. You literally come here posting fake shit like every other day, bro. Go post the picture. Oh wait, it doesn't exist because she didn't meet any other fucking streamer anywhere. Jesus Christ. Fucking maniac. Absolute fucking maniac.
Your forces are under attack.
Literal fucking maniac, bro. Good life. I don't know if I have a mod on to ban this degenerate fucking garbage. Keeps coming to my stream every day saying the same thing. So fucking hilarious, man.
Your forces are under attack.
Life. Holy shit.
Absolutely. Destination, sir. SCV good to go, sir. Destination, moving. Orders, sir. Proceeding. Yes, sir. Delighted to, sir.
Your forces are under attack.
SCV good to go, sir. Roger that.
Battle cruiser operation.
Yeah, it's just, they got, these people keep coming to my stream every day for a week. It's funny because no, she did not meet anybody.
Destination.
These idiots keep coming to my stream every day, posting the same garbage. It's like, dude, get a life. Get a fucking life, man. Pathetic.
Your forces are under attack.
Job finished. I read you. Orders, sir. Ready to roll out.
All crews
Orders,
report.
sir.
Take it slow.
Orders, Captain.
It's just going to YOLO shove this face now.
Roger that. Right away, sir. Destination. Proceeding. Yes, sir.
Your forces are under attack.
These units would fucking move.
Reporting for duty. Orders, sir.
Not enough energy.
Destination.
Dude, there's no picture. It doesn't exist. You're a moron.
Your forces are under
It's
attack.
like logical help.
Orders, sir.
You've come here saying the same thing for like 2 weeks. What is it? 2 or 3 weeks now. I think like 2 or 3 fucking weeks. Man, person still doesn't get it that no. We all know that's not true. You guys are literally posting like fake photos, doing all weird. Somebody photoshopped some picture of like a rough or something and was like sending it around. Like,
Receiving transmission.
at some point you're gonna get a life, but Who knows when that will be?
Roll out. Good to go, sir. Report for duty.
Your forces are under attack.
Identify target. Yes, sir. Move it. Destination.
Battle cruiser operational.
SCV good to go, sir. Yeah. SCV good to
Post
go,
the
sir.
pic, bro. You're full of shit.
All right. Bring it on.
He's not meeting any other streamers anywhere. Like, you guys post this stuff literally every fucking day
I read you.
to me and who knows however many other people you go around harassing. Who the fuck knows, man? Everybody knows that's not true. You literally just go around posting the same shit everywhere.
Receiving transmission.
You have fucking psychological problems.
Order job finished. I can't feel that. Destination.
All crews reporting.
Destination. Yes, sir.
Hailing frequencies open.
Identify
Receiving
target.
transmission. Good
Your
day,
forces are under attack.
Engage.
Yes, sir.
Base is under attack.
Orders, sir.
Actually,
Elijah 2, sir.
going every minute he has a fucking ramp like a fucking moron.
Destination. Elijah 2, sir.
Battle
Yes,
cruiser
sir.
operational.
Orders, sir.
Receiving transmission.
Destination.
Good day.
Yeah, for anyone wondering, this person has been they've been posting the same shit like in my chat for the last fucking couple weeks. We might be against another hacker here. This guy Yolo pushing again.
Receiving transmission. Good day, Commander. Make it slow. All crews reporting. Receiving transmission.
Orders, sir.
You know, like I said, guys, leave some fucking weirdos to us.
Orders, Captain.
I would say week.
Yes, sir.
Last fucking week, basically. We had a lot of fucking weirdos that have come
Your
here
forces are under attack.
saying the same thing. The funny thing is they never, like, it's funny, there's no pictures, so
Your forces
I
are
don't know if
under
these
attack.
people just, like, they're so delusional that they just make this shit up in their head just to try and annoy me while I'm streaming, pretty much, like,
Report for duty. Orders received.
basically
Your
all we
forces
know.
are under attack.
Job finished.
I have
Mostly just people coming here and making shit up.
Job finished. SCV good to go, sir.
They don't have lives, man.
I read you. Job finished. Yes, sir. Job finished. Roger that.
This game was over, but we got another
Your
potential
forces are under
hackerino
attack.
that
Good to go, sir.
Not enough mineral.
That's because we got matched against little map hacker again, but yeah, I'll have to mod more people in chat so that the chat's not spammed with like the degenerate bullshit every fucking day. This guy has been at it for like a week straight. Like, it's funny that this guy just literally said, he's like, "There's pictures." It's like, no, there's not. There's not anywhere. aVilo, I don't know how your mental health can deal with this. You would have stopped streaming years ago. Yeah, it's because I'm better than these people, bro. These people are nothing. It's... Let me tell you why. I know that I know that I'm better than these people that are doing this stuff in every fucking way. I know that their lives must be fucking miserable and pathetic for them to do that, for them to be harassing me like that nonstop. They have nothing in their fucking... Like, that's how I can stay mentally sane, because it's like, I know that they have absolutely zero in their lives at all. They must be miserable. That must be a miserable fucking person. Like, they must be miserable. They must have absolutely nothing in their real life at all whatsoever to do that. So it's like, you have to look at those people for what they are. The people that are doing that, they're pathetic people. Like, they're little cockroaches. They're cockroaches, man. I mean, whoever's doing that is delusional because they keep saying the same thing over and over again. Like, they keep saying that, oh, a chair did this or that. Like, they're literally harassing me about a chair 24/7. So, it's clear that they have some weird agenda, or I don't know what is wrong with them, but it's funny because they, I don't know. They must be a miserable person. I don't understand how you could do that for so long and not be fucking miserable out of your mind. It's not a good troll work to ratio. I mean, that's like a negative. That's like a negative bajillion ratio, bro. Like the fact that they're doing that, it's I don't know. You guys tell me. You guys can armchair psychologist this. I mean, this doesn't even require being an armchair psychologist to know that these people online that go around fucking harassing streamers, making these accounts, doing this, like, it doesn't. You don't have to have a psychology degree to understand that there's something wrong with that person. I'm surprised that they have access to a computer and they're not in a straitjacket. Honestly. It's pretty surprising. It's also crazy and pathetic because they literally just harass me 24/7 about the same thing, whether it's chat or they try and harass other places. Like, they literally just harass about Atira 24/7, and it's like, you have issues if you're gonna keep saying the same, like, keep saying the same thing, and we know it's bullshit too because there's people online. Just last week, a bunch of people were posting some picture, or they were like throwing some picture around, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like, I'm like, these people I've never met in real life. Like, what? So there's some dude, one of these same people that does this shit towards me, going around photoshopping like faces onto other faces, and I'm just like, oh my god, like, just dude, just give up at some point. Like, you're not doing anything. I don't understand. Don't understand why these people can't find anything in their real lives to do. Play some League? Hell no. I mean, I might play some League here and there, but not today, no. Unlucky last game we get matched against the fucking hacker again. Like, that game was over for the longest time, and then we had somebody that basically hacks. He knows that I moved, he knew that I moved a certain amount of tanks away, and then he kept trying to walk up a ramp. You notice suddenly he stops trying to walk up the ramp and then goes to attack my rally. Because, like, oh, he moved his BCs and he moved his tanks. It's like, what? Hacking on Broodor. I might switch over to FF14 in a little bit here, because the Brood War games today, like, I almost was back up at 2K, and we've run into, like, 3 different map hackers in the past hour. So, it's kind of a waste of time. Like, getting matched against people that blatantly fucking map hack on Brood War. That's why this... Things like this certainly don't help these games, like, survive when the company that made the game doesn't even ban hackers anymore. It's like, okay. Yep, people cheat in every online game. It's like the only way around that is you just most people just ignore it because it's like, especially if the game is older, you're not going to be able to do much about it. I've run into 3 different hackers today on Brood War, on the Brood War ladder. We ran into the Zerg hacker that you guys saw. He like kept chasing units on the map. We ran into the Protoss barcode hacker that built 2 cannons in his main base against unscouted vultures, unscouted vulture drop. And then we just ran into probably, I would say, another map hacker, another like this Terran player didn't scout anything. They opened 2 port cloaked wraith, no scout. And then the rest of the game, for some reason he keeps, like, every time I move tanks to the other base, suddenly he's already moving his units up the ramp, like, and like trying to pick off that base before I get tanks to it. It's like, okay. It's not in her Discord because she didn't meet anybody, bro. You're an idiot. Post the pictures, buddy. Oh wait, they don't exist because she's not dating any other SC2 streamer. Gotta get over it. She's not dating anybody else. You can go verify that yourself. You're obsessed with me and her and this weird StarCraft 2 nonsense. Dude, you have some delusion. She's not dating Jason. Like, she's not dating anybody from the StarCraft 2 scene. Holy shit. You're delusional. You have no idea. It's funny you don't know anything about me or her. You're just literally spouting nonsense in my chat 24/7 on alternate accounts. No, they didn't go out Friday night because she's not... Dude, you're an idiot. This is like some roleplay fanfiction you keep spamming in my chat. You can verify with her she has not met anybody else from StarCraft 2. She met me. And most people know that, but hey. You have mass delusions. You need help. Go harass other streamers. Go harass yourself. Go fucking look in the mirror and harass yourself. There's no pictures, dude. They don't exist. You keep repeating the same... You're literally just sitting here harassing me all day. You literally make 50 accounts saying the same nonsense. Something about me, something about her, something about other streamers. You literally are just like... You're LARPing. Like, I don't know what it is you're doing, but you need psychological help. I bet this is the guy that's going around, like, photoshopping pictures of, like, of her face or my face onto people or some shit. Because there's actually people that do that. They go around and they literally they're, like, photoshopping streamers' faces on other people, and I'm like, oh my god, like, what the fuck is this? Like, the fuck, man? Like, Jesus Christ. Photoshop more like MS Paint, like the level of idiocy. Just weird shit. Bro, seek medical attention, seek help. There's no pictures on her Instagram of such nature, never will be. You're an idiot. I get spammed your fake shit and whoever else's fake shit all the time. Literally all the time. Literally spammed all, like, the most fake bullshit, the most insane stuff, and I'm like, it doesn't even affect me anymore because it's like, well, I know this is all literally just some fuckers that are harassing me because they have nothing else to do. They're just lying. As usual. AML Locksmith, what's up, dude? I made her disappear. No, she stopped streaming because of the harassment that she gets from other people and because of probably, I would assume, the guilt of the fact that she was still streaming when she knew that you know, it's like, I'm not on Twitch. Like, what are you doing? Like, of course, I did not make her disappear. She stopped streaming, I think, because of all the insane shit related to Twitch, I would assume. Probably shouldn't be streaming when you know, when there's a bunch of incel moderators on your stream that kept telling her to, like, keep lying about me online. So, yeah, I don't know. She's not in any fan Discord. She has nothing to do with any of the stalkers or you. Quite certain of that. So, I don't know. Just get help. I would suggest you leave her alone and leave me alone. Stop making accounts here every day. It doesn't bother me. It doesn't do anything. You're just a pathetic individual. I think that the obsession. I think what you're doing is like borderline just psychotic, and you have like you're obsessed and you have problems. Me and Atira, and we don't want anything to deal with people that are just stalking us 24/7 and just causing problems with people online. I guarantee you, I don't want any of that. She doesn't want any of that. You need help. Seek psychological help. There's different resources online so that you don't go around feeling the need to harass me and her 24/7. No, there's no one. She's not with anybody else, so good luck. Good luck. I don't know. Seek psychological help. There's look online for mental health resources. Do whatever you need to do, but harassing me in my stream 24/7 and going around making Photoshop pictures of her or like trying to harass me with this shit doesn't really do anything. Just go get help, bro. Go seek medical help or psychological help, whatever it is you need. No, it's just there's people that harass me like 24/7, like they keep coming to my stream repeatedly because I don't know. Again, there's people like this online. Everyone that has streamed deals with this shit, I think, in some capacity at some point in time. It's just I've dealt with it for like probably like 7+ years now. It's the ugly side of Twitch and streaming and content creation. I guess you can say it's like the ugly side of that, where like you do get people that are stalkerish in nature or like want to do you harm, but for the most part you just ignore them for the most part. You're crazed fans, aVilo. No, you guys are the good people. You guys are the normal people. You guys know the difference between being a normal person and being a degenerate. You guys are the good people. Nice to hear that. AML Locksmith. Yeah, a lot of people that watch me have watched me for fucking years. They've tuned in, like most people that watch me are like StarCraft enjoyers, StarCraft fans or whatever. Or they watch me because you like my personality, like just, I don't know, you like the way I play the game, whatever, the content that I make. Like most people are, I would say like 99.5% of you guys are well-adjusted people, normal people in real life, but there's always that like small percentage of like crazy fucks online. I mean, that goes for most things, though. Like, for most, can be for, like, anything. Doesn't have to just be with streaming. There's a lot of crazy people for, like, eat just anything, man. Like, crazy fucks. The difference is, for example, wait, I'm just gonna time this out. The difference is, for example, like with streaming and online content creation. Like, let's say these, like, I don't think these people get that it's like, here's the difference. Let's say that I was teaching tennis downtown where I live here or whatever, or let's say I was doing like an office job. If you had somebody that came by your workplace over and over again, kept throwing stuff out the windows or whatever, or doing that, that's the equivalent of, like, for example, what these people that keep making these accounts on my YouTube or whatever, and they email harass, they do whatever else that they do. Let's say I was working like an office job or a job, like, or if I was still teaching tennis or whatever, it'd be the equivalent. These people would be the same people that go around harassing people in real life, and the cops would they would be put in jail, or they would at least, something would be done, because if there's some crazy person outside of your office building or whatever doing that shit, there's, like, in real life, you know, or for those different types of jobs, there's ways that people, that can be handled. For content creators, it's a bit different because it's basically people that go around on anonymous fucking accounts doing that shit. So it's tougher in general for content creators to deal with. And then you have, like, shit, like, again, the shit with me where I'm dating another streamer, and then she says all this shit because a bunch of my stalkers and a bunch of crazy people online told her to say all this shit, because, you know, they didn't like me, they wanted to fuck with my job, basically, fuck with my Twitch career and job. So they tell a streamer that I'm dating to just lie about me, to go online, spew all this nonsense. That's also why Atera's not. It's funny that this crazy fuck mentioned she's not streaming anymore. That's partly why she's not streaming anymore, because she wrote all that shit that she knows isn't true online, and that will get to anybody after a while. That will fuck with your mind. That, like, you know, you did this to somebody that cares about you, and, like, there's other people that are crazy online that continue to try and cause more and more harm. That will get to anybody, because I know that, because I've dealt with it myself. Like, I didn't stream for a couple months because I was just, like, I don't know, I just wasn't feeling well. Like, honestly, I was just out of it. But then, like, again, I just came, like, to the conclusion that I'm like, well, a lot of this really was out of my control, like, and if there's people on the internet that want to believe this nonsense, I can't really stop that, but I could just be myself and know, like, hey, I didn't do anything bad. It's not, you know, there's nothing wrong with the fact that, you know, I dated another streamer, and it sucks that this shit happened, and it sucks that I got lied about, and that there's people that want to cause her harm and me harm, and it's like, but there's stuff that's out of my control. It's like the most I can do is just make good content, keep streaming, ignore the bullshit. These people exist. People like this, guys, that come into the stream like this, they just exist out there. They exist in any job, in any type of thing. They're just bad people that exist everywhere. Like, there's gonna be good and bad people everywhere. You have to you're gonna have to deal with it either way, basically. And, you know, the stuff in my control, I can handle that, and that's fine. It can be normal and just stream, make good content, blah, blah, blah. Like, the stuff that's in my control, there's stuff that's out of my control. There's definitely stuff that other people could do to easily curb stomp that and make it a non-issue immediately. Again, I've said this so many times. Atera comes out, tells all the truth about it. It'll be so easy. It curb stomps all this harassment that's happened to both me and her. That fixes a lot of issues with me and Twitch as well, because, again, if there's a bunch of crazies online that think I did something bad that I didn't do, then it makes it a lot more difficult for me, because then there's actually people that go around legitimately harassing me still to this day, because, you know, they might think, oh, yeah, aVilo's this horrible person that did this, blah, 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 which, again, sucks.
Not enough minerals.
But, it's clear, dude, it's clear that these people go around they just harass people. They harass content creators.
Not enough minerals.
Orders, Captain.
That's also why I advise people and tell people that make content, and this is what I did tell Atera many times. I said, don't, like, this shit, you don't put shit, you don't go around telling people private information, giving voicemails and emails, like your personal information that should be between only you and the other person you're dating. You don't go around and give that to people, because that just opens you up to being harassed, and the person that you're with being harassed constantly. Like, you shouldn't go around doing that stuff. Like, that's just a mistake to do.
Reporting for duty. Orders, Captain. Reporting for duty. Orders, Captain.
I mean, it's even more of a mistake to then literally say horrific stuff about the other person that you're with, and then make thousands upon thousands of people think that, or then have it online. So, you know, it's there, it's gonna be there forever or a while, or until it gets removed or whatever, because people will just, you know, it's like, how nice is that, that if every time somebody searches me or Tara, they're gonna see something stupid like that that's not even true. Like, that's not nice for either of us.
I read you. Affirmative. Reporting for duty. Affirmative.
We clearly see that there's still people harassing me.
Reporting for duty. Orders, Captain.
Again, parasocial online relationships with people where they become obsessed with fucking streamers.
Right away, sir. Finished. I read you.
It's insane,
Orders,
man.
Captain. Yes, sir.
It's even worse with these weird ass Twitch mods, like I've said before, that
Roger that.
think that they, you know, can intrude into the streamer's relationship or life because they mod the girl's stream. It's more common with girls than guys, 100%. Like, a girl streamer that has a mod, and then the mod thinks that, like, they're like, oh, man, I don't like that they're dating another streamer, so, like, they're just going to, like, be obsessive about the girl that they're modding for. Like, that's, like, the weird side of Twitch. Like, that happens to girl streamers a lot.
Reporting for duty. Roger that.
It's just, yeah, I don't know, man. It's
Roger that. Orders, Captain. Orders, Captain.
some weird shit.
Reporting for duty.
So I can tell you that is what happened with Atera. She has some weird-ass obsessive mods that, like, were trying to access her emails and her Discord and her Twitch account. They were telling her to do all this weird-ass crazy shit towards me, simply because they, you know, they knew that me and her are dating. So then they didn't like that, so they're like, why don't you just lie to everybody and, like, tell everybody he harassed you or something. Like, you know, that's great. It's like, but again, they don't really care. They think, like, oh, maybe this will let me date her then. Like, if we can get her to stop dating aVilo or get him banned on Twitch, like,
Forces are under attack.
this would be great. By the way, it's not gonna fucking mentally fuck you up for life or anything, but hey, I mod your stream. I mod your stream though. Are you gonna we gonna sexo now because you mod my stream? And because, you know, like, you lied about aVilo to everybody? I mod your stream and I made your Discord. Like, do we have sex now? It's like, what the fuck? Like, what is wrong with these people? You lied about aVilo to everybody and you tried to fuck up his Twitch stream and destroy things online. But I'm, you know, I'm a fucking Twitch mod. I'm a Twitch mod, guys. Totally not gonna fuck up your mental health either. You should listen to me. I know, you know. Are we dating now? We can have sex now? I moderate your stream. Got you to lie about aVilo, get him banned off Twitch, and fuck up his family and life. When do we have sex now? I'm your little Twitch mod. Like, holy shit. There's a lot wrong with the world, but, like, there's these little fucking pieces of shit on Twitch that do that to people, and they do that. I'm not even joking, guys. They do that to girl streamers, and then they will guilt trip people that they moderate for, and be like, and try and fuck up people's relationships and lives, simply because they don't like that the girl streamer that they mod for is dating somebody. I'm like, it's just insane. Wait, how'd that thing survive 2 mines? We might be dead here. Okay, it's the weirdest shit. it's the weirdest fucking shit. These people are like they're insane themselves in the first place. they're insane. Like they just have those people have problems themselves because again, what those people do is they prey on Twitch girls. They're like, let me mod your stream and make your Discord. So then they feel like they're owed. They it's like they rope them in. They're like, well, now you owe me something, right? So now they can be like, okay, you owe me this because I made your virtual online server. You owe me this, right? They try and make the girl feel like that they're like, oh, you owe me all this because like I helped you to do this. I'm your friend. When the reality is like, oh, and so then that girl gets in a relationship again. I'm talking about me and a Terra here, and then suddenly those people become very, very abusive and manipulative. Then it's like, oh, their colors show because like then all of a sudden that person, that weirdo from Twitch is just gonna constantly be saying like, what are you doing? Like, why are you dating them? Like, I'm modding your Discord. Like, I made your stuff. Like, I'm your friend. Like, I'm telling you, like, they're bad. Like, and it's just like that can fuck with somebody's brain. Like, really, especially if you're a newer streamer and you get in that like, that can fuck with your head. That can fuck with your mind. Like, because you're like, well, they helped me. They helped me, but it's like. That's why you have to set boundaries. Like, you have to be like, okay, like, dude, you're just like some little bitch-ass mod on the internet. Like, don't owe you anything. I don't owe you swatting aVilo because, you modded and made my Discord. Like, holy shit. At a certain point, you gotta be like, okay, there's boundaries. That this is too much, and this person is straight up actually, like, abusive. They're not a friend. They're like a parasite. They're like a leech, or they're somebody that is, like, basically just fucking with you at that point, and it's not for the person's own benefit. It's because again, there's a lot of people like that on Twitch that have problems. Yeah, it's insane. Insane, man.